Storm Chasers, you find yourselves exiting out the southern gates of Duneshire, headed along the road south, following a path you've gone down a few times now, following the Helduin River south towards the junction where the roads cross before you head further south even to Sugod. What would y'all like to do?
We're taking the horses, right, in the wagon, just because we've had them for so long. We've never ridden them except for from, I forget where we picked them up at.
It's actually the horses and carts that they're part of the Eye of the Storm, the mercenary company.
Yep.
That you guys are technically a part of. Well, some of you at least. That you've took when you joined up from outside Sugod, actually. Headed to Nestle Rock to pick up supplies. And then the rest of the company went to bring those supplies to Chillwyn Pass, and you were left with one cart to head down and bring word of what had happened in Nestle Rock, actually. But you have a cart and a horse.
We let the Duke know that what was going on, right? About all that stuff up north.
Oh, no, totally forgot about that. I meant to write a letter and have Lady Celine send it to him.
Well,
but we got so caught up, totally forgot about it.
Can you call him on your rock?
Is that the next day?
This would be this would be a new day as you guys woke up.
That's kind of hard to explain in 25 words.
Yeah, that was a lot of stuff we did.
Might be a little better if we just wait till we see him.
I mean, do we plan to head to Sugod? Is the Duke still in Sugod? Or is that where we left him, DM?
He said he was heading back to Ornos already when you guys left to go to the Conclave.
All right. Even better.
The letter seems good then. If he's not... I didn't mishear that, right? He's not here?
No. You guys are in Duneshire. Or just leaving Duneshire.
So maybe a letter is a good call, and we just make sure that it gets to him?
I mean, you guys have literally just exited the southern gates of the city, so you're not too far.
Oh, we're just outside? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we turn it around, go back. Say Cor forgot his jacket. That's what we'll say.
I mean, I could speak to an animal and convince it to... You know what? That might not work. Yeah, this is important information. We should go back.
I guess we'll head back. And Fenthwick's fine penmanship. His fenmanship, he will pen a letter. Fenthwick, yeah.
I mean, if you want, we could just stop here in the road. You guys could ride it. I could change into a bird, one that's not giant, fly to Lady Celine's, and then switch back to my normal form, give it to her, and then fly back. That might be quicker than taking the cart and everything. Flying's usually faster.
If you want.
Yeah, it's fine with me.
Yeah, we'll do that.
And I'm assuming, Fenthwick, you have the supplies to write a letter, yes?
Let's see, what all do I have in my bag?
Yeah, I can change into an owl or a raven. I think I'll change into an owl. I like how when you look at your tools, it's like, oh, all the items you need to do this tool thing, but it doesn't tell you what's actually in it.
Well, I have a quill, but apparently no ink and no paper.
I have paper and ink. I have cartographer's tools. Let me double check what's in those. I'm pretty sure paper and ink are there. Okay, so a quill, ink, parchment, a pair of compasses, calipers, and a ruler. Yeah, so I've got that. So I'll provide you with the parchment and ink since you already have a quill, and then when you're done, I'll just change it to an owl.
Yeah, because your spell book is made of stone, so I guess you wouldn't need.
Oh, that's so true. That's why you don't have it.
Okay. I cast exposition and write down everything that happened.
Is that a cantrip? Is that a?
It's actually a 10th level spell.
Well, I was going to say it's a skill every character has.
Yeah, it's innate, but you just use charisma.
All right, so you were writing to the Duke to tell him of what happened in the Sentinel Forest with the Sacred Grove, the Conclave, Nestle Rock, the Crystal Blade, the Clan of the Crystal Blade, and Enix, all of that?
All of that, yeah. I even suggest might want to send a few soldiers to, guard the interior of the mine.
You are able to quickly and cohesively write down your exposition. Do you have a letter to the Duke?
Blow it dry, carefully fold it up.
Wow, that's That's a huge. Sorry about that. I wild shape into an owl and accept the letter. I remember where her place is, and I guess I'll fly to the garden because I recognize where that is. Right? Isn't that her home?
The Riverstone Manor at the you would know because it's on the as you exited the southern gates. It's pretty near there, right on the cliff, on the little small kind of incline there. Like yeah, it's not really a cliff so much as a hill, really. But yeah, there's this slight moment where Archie kind of turns his head all the way around and looks at you, funny, Belladin, in your owl form, and then you fly away to Riverstone Manor.
Yep. I land in the garden and revert back to my normal shape with a bonus action. If there's not a servant nearby, I guess I'll knock on the door. I don't want to be rude.
Apparently, no one sees you or notices you. Revert. So
Nice. Yeah, I'll knock on the door with my staff and try to put on a genial face. Like, hey, I didn't just sneak in. Remember me?
there is a moment where you hear kind of shuffling inside, and then like a peek out of the curtain of a servant who was just kind of like looking to see who's out there.
Right. Not a normal way to come to the manor.
And she does recognize you.
Cool.
There's a look of confusion on her face, though, as like there's just a moment of blue screen where she's just kind of staring at you for a moment, like in the garden by yourself, like.
Right.
And then she opens the glass pane door. Hello.
Good morning. Good morning, Belladin. I was with Fenthwick and Hal Bar.
Yes, I prepared your provisions as you all left this morning.
Oh, thank you for that. Thank you. Yeah, they're extremely helpful. They're fantastic, actually. Is the lady of the house here? Because we forgot to give her this letter, and I have the paper in my hand. It's extremely important that she get this and no one else sees it. So I'd feel more comfortable if I could just hand it to her and say goodbye real quick. But if that's not possible, then I suppose I could give it to you.
Of course, follow me. And she leads you into the manor to the main hall, where you see Lady Celine is receiving some different administrative appointees. And you enter. There's a look, and Lady Celine sees you, has the same kind of puzzled look on her face, and then just nods for a moment, and finishes up with her duties for a moment, and then kind of waves over to you and the servant.
I'll bow politely, come over and hand her the paper, and then kind of lean in conspiratorially, not too close as to be improper, and say, "This is for the Duke. It has information of what we found that is important for him to receive, and we knew that we could trust it with you."
Of course, I'm sorry. I I thought you had all left already.
Oh no! Oh, we did. We just forgot to give this to you. I'm gonna look around the room real quick after I say that. Is there a window open?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna make you roll perception check. There's no windows open.
Okay.
As it is quite chill, quite cold here in Duneshire, and they have the hearth going to warm up the room, but
Right.
the windows are not open.
Okay. I'm not here to take up any more of your time. You've been a gracious host, and it has been a pleasure to meet you. My companions are waiting outside the city, and I need to rejoin them. Would it be okay if we opened a window in here just for a moment?
I suppose. Doriana, can you please open a window for Sir Belladin? And she kind of leans in. So, you say this contains matters of great importance, yes?
Yes. And in my mind, I'm going to ask myself, is there anything that she can't know in here? Like, this is fine. This is stuff that she's good for knowing, Fenthwick. Like, there's nothing in here, like, super sensitive, right? Because you wrote about the mine, but you weren't specific, right? You were just like, hey, maybe you should send some people up there.
Oh no, I told him what happened in the mine.
Okay. And my character would know that. I would say yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Duke's eyes only.
Yeah, this is for the Duke's eyes. This is matters important to the realm, and has sensitive information for him. So I would ask that no one but him see it, and we knew that we could trust you with this.
Of course. One moment. Jasker, bring me my seal, please. One of her main attendants and advisors come up with this ornate box and lift it up, and you see a signet ring. And she takes the letter where it folds. No wax or anything, just presses it down.
Ooh,
And it flashes for a moment. And you
nice.
see, almost similar to how you see like magical traps and different thing with magic runes, there is a gleaming copy of her seal now impressed onto the paper and holding it shut.
Really cool. Nice. So Belladin kind of nods, seeing this display of magical finery, and smiles and says, "It's good to know that our trust was well founded."
Of course, I owe your friends a great deal.
Well, I'm going to return to them. I'm not going to take up any more of your time. I know that you are a busy woman, and thank you again. We hope to see you soon when we come back through town. And I'll take a step back if she doesn't have anything to say. If she like nods for me to leave. Yep. So I'll take a step back, make sure there's no one close to me, and then I wild shape back into the owl and fly out the window.
You hear a few gasps from the room. Not from Lady Celine, as she just kind of gives a smile, but some of the people who've come to appeal to her as you fly out the window over Duneshire back towards your friends waiting at the cart on the southern road.
If anything, it'll help her look good having someone like that like pay deference to her and talk to her that way, and then show a magical display like that. It'll look good for her in front of her people.
Because Duneshire, especially for you, Belladin, it is a sizable town, but it's not the biggest.
Yeah, but Belladin doesn't know that. Belladin has spent so much time staying away from anything bigger than a village that like this is massive to him. So if we get to Ernos, he's gonna have a little bit of culture shock.
Yeah, I would say it's about a little more than half the size of Sugod.
Yeah, I just fly back. I can do 120 feet every 6 seconds if I dash, and I get back to my companions. And yeah, we don't need to go through the RP, but yeah, mission accomplished. We can head out.
Is there any conversations or anything you guys would like to do on your day's journey south along the Helduin River?
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep casting Pass Without a Trace every hour as I do, but the first hour after we leave the city, I'm gonna rest in the cart because I don't imagine we're all walking, so that I can get my my short rest to get my wild shapes back in case I need them for combat. But after that, then I'll be casting Pass Without a Trace every hour, so that way people can't follow us. I mean, we are following the road, but you know what I mean. But other than that, no, I don't have anything.
Fenswick, can you roll me a d20, please?
Whenever a DM says that, it's usually like, hey, decide your fate.
Enter rolled a 12.
So you all continue along the path, following the Helduin River to the south. About 8 hours, you start coming towards the junction, where to the east you see the large, massive stone bridge spanning the Helduin River here that leads to the coast to your east, and to your west, the road leading into the that splits the Emerald Pine Forest into the north and south, and eventually leads to Ornost. What would you all like to do? You can continue on and start making con saves every hour, or you can rest.
I think we can rest since. Well, what do you think, Fenwick?
Yeah, I'm gonna say rest.
Okay.
I can take the first watch since I don't have. We're resting for the night, right?
I would imagine so.
Yeah, I would like to take first watch because I don't have dark sight dark vision. Oh, you know what? I'll just cast dark vision on myself. Whatever. Oh, I don't have it. I won't do that.
Can someone, in the meantime, you can either make separate survival checks or one person with advantage.
I can roll survival if that's all right. Hal, do you have it too? You want to roll it separately or okay? 25.
25, easy enough. This is that is well known and used. as a resting area, as it is about an 8-hour journey from Duneshire to here. So there are plenty of spots. You kind of go through, kind of disregard some of the most obvious ones that are a little bit too open and too near the road, but you find a good spot closer towards the Emerald Pine Forest side.
Whereabouts are we on the map?
Let me move you all.
So about the crossroads or a little north of them. Nice.
Ooh.
So as I said, at this crossroads here to the east, you see a large, massive stone bridge spanning the Helduin River, which is, you've crossed this bridge before as you actually made your way to Sagad from the eastern side of the Helduin River before.
That's right.
Well, at least half your party.
Yep.
You can use the royal U. We know what you mean.
You gonna take watch?
Yeah, I'll take first watch while there's still some light out. We Finthwick, do we have the dome? Are we doing the dome?
We can do the dome. We can see through the dome.
Oh, okay.
Amazing magics. Would you like a perception check, DM?
Yes, please. Give first watch.
11. Wow.
You sit around the warm interior of the dome. Warm for a couple reasons, because Fenthwick can regulate the temperature, but also...
Yeah, we're cozy.
But you look out the edges of the Emerald Pine Forest up into the somewhat cloudy sky above, and look at the stars, the crescent moon.
Remembering the spiders in there and the ranger who we worked with, El Rala.
But your watch goes without any interruption.
Who am I waking up?
I can take the next one.
All right. I will nudge Finthwick awake. Let him know that, yep, Finthwick, there was, didn't see anything. Nice and calm. I was a little distracted, though. Sorry about that. But we're good because of your amazing magic. I'm going to get some rest.
Fenthwick, give me a perception check, please.
I'm going to have Archie help me since he has advantage.
And Al has dark vision too, right?
The owl does have dark vision.
Oh, my God.
Natural 20. So you tell Archie to exit the dome and circle around, and Archie sees quite a bit. He's looking at small, like, rabbits that are coming out of the edges of the forest. He sees a few other owls flying around. There doesn't seem to be any signs of danger or threat. Your watch goes unimpeded. If you would not like to do anything during it.
Nope, I'm good.
Who wants to take the third final watch?
Guessing Corey's just awake now, so.
That's true. The restorative powers of your meditation fill you as you let Fenthwick know that you can go ahead and get the rest of his night's sleep.
Could just be mean and pretend like I'm sleeping and make Hal wake up. Yeah, I'll keep watch. Let's see here. One of these.
18. Watch goes pretty uneventful for the first hour. As the sun starts getting closer to rising, clatter of hooves upon the dirt to the east of you, and the small squealing of cartwheels.
Interesting. I can only hear it from here. They can't see us and we can't see the road.
Yeah, you got Belladin specifically picked a spot where it's not open completely to the road, so
Secluded and safe, I imagine.
So you do not have direct line of sight to the road itself, but you do hear what looks to be a horse and cart.
Am I close enough to hear whether they continue on to Sugad or whether they turn west, like our path will lead?
Give me another perception check as you listen. Notice which direction it's coming from. It's hard to tell. You strain to listen, and you lose the hearing of it before you can really determine which direction it's going. Is it for your watch? Unless you'd like to go and investigate, but...
No, I will just wake people up. Well, I guess the dome will leave, and the cold morning air will wake people up.
And indeed it does. As Hal, you're probably up around when the sun gets up anyway. but you all feel the cold air hit you as the dome dissipates. You all get a long rest.
Nice. I changed one of my spells, just a heads up. Okay. I figured I didn't need Earthbind anymore because we're not trying to stop a rock from leaving. So
Just fire for the forest. That's the plan.
yeah, we're just gonna light the forest on fire. Eventually, we always need a good slash and burn to bring the forest back to its natural.
I was gonna pass out some food, or you guys want any jerky with your hardtack? Wrap it up or press it into the bread. That gives a little spicy kick. Yeah, it's still gotta be good. I mean, it was only a few weeks back, wasn't it? Maybe a few months back. Yeah, it's good to me. I'll look at Core and extend some jerky in his way. Want some jerky?
No, thank you. Core backs up.
Oh, that's right. Okay, very good. All right, more for me.
I make some berries and I hand them out to the group.
I'll eat some berries.
Berries and beef jerky. Mmm.
You can mix them up. You can have tack and berry, jerky tack and berry. I'm just gonna have a berry though, and then I offer one to Core and say these are magical in nature and they'll satisfy you for the whole day.
All right, I shall eat one berry.
Will a horse eat a berry? Do we have one horse or two horses?
2, right? I think it's 2.
Yeah, it's 2.
Yep, 2 horses.
Are we giving the horse a choice?
I mean, I'm gonna see if it wants to eat it. I can talk to it if it needs some convincing. Yeah. So let's see here. There are 4 of us, so 6. So we'll have 4 left for the next day.
Don't they only last a day?
Yeah,
Within 24 hours, so we could eat them tomorrow morning.
that's true.
Give me an animal handling check.
Oh, fun. I rolled the exact same number again. I'm throwing away these dice. A 7.
You try to offer these good berries to the horses, and they kind of rear back their head and neigh. And Lady Celine did provide you guys with some bags of feed for the horses as well.
Yeah.
So
All right. I'm just trying to help. I'm good to hit the road.
Yeah, I would have informed you guys about the horses, but again, I couldn't tell which direction they went.
In the middle of the night? Someone was traveling
it was closer towards the end of Core's watch, so closer towards sunrise.
super early in the morning. Okay.
I mean, I'm assuming it was the messenger that you guys sent, but Core's probably not assuming that.
I don't know. Let's get moving. I'm interested to finally see this capital city that this place has to offer. I mean, Sugad's pretty darn big with some less than savory customers, so it'd be nice to get to see what this big city's all about. Not sure I'm gonna like it, but who knows?
And you all continue your journey, taking the path now unfamiliar for, I would say, pretty much all of you, as you have not come down this road before. And you can now see that this was once just all forest. This path and this road has been cut through. You can see where the trees were cleared and the path was made, and this road kind of winds through the easiest path through, bisecting the Emerald Pine Forest into north and south. You continue on your journey. Eventually, you do see a rider. Well, I guess you'd hear first, Belladin. The sound of hoof falls on the road behind you.
Oh, behind us. And we're going west now.
Yes.
Okay. I'll let the entire party know. Yeah. What do we want to do about this? There's definitely someone coming up behind us. Do we want to just move off the road and let him pass? Because we're going to be going slower than them if they're in a hurry.
How big's the road?
The road is pretty big. It allows traffic both ways, so.
They can just go around us.
I prepare life drain if they are going to attack us. If I see hostility in an attempt to hurt myself, the cart, the horses, or my companions, I will hit them with a cantrip.
Weave the magic in your hand and feel the necrotic energy of nature form in the palm of your fist, and you hold it there tightly. And eventually you do see a armed and armored in light leathers figure on a very sturdy looking horse gallop past you all. Y'all give me perception checks if you'd like. So, Fenwick, you do recognize kind of the uniform and livery of the house of Lady Celine.
Oh, yeah. I forgot to say it, but when I returned, I would have told them about how she magically sealed the letter and everything like that.
And you would see him kind of almost look towards your cart for a moment and give a small nod as he goes past, seemingly recognizing you all from at least your descriptions. But you all continue the rest of your day's journey, going at a much slower pace. And as night starts to hit, you're getting close to the point where you might need a rest. Belladin, you notice something in the road ahead of you all. As you get closer, you see there's a large felled tree blocking the road ahead of you all.
Do I see anything of the rider that had passed us?
Give me a perception check.
Yes, sir. That's a 14.
You don't see anyone.
Well, that's a tree in the road. That's pretty obvious, isn't it?
Yep. Does it normally? I mean, can you ask it to get out of the way?
If I got close enough and it was still alive, maybe? It looks like it's not alive. I mean, if it was felled recently, it might still be alive. I don't really want to get into the mechanics of how plants live and how much longer they live after you cut them down. It's kind of sad. Let's just prepare for anything, huh?
It's quiet. Too quiet.
Can I look around for any obvious ambushes or otherwise?
Yeah, you can go ahead and give me a perception check.
That's a 13.
The sun has already gone past the horizon, starting to get dark, and the tree inside the tree line is heavily shadowed. You don't notice any.
Yeah, it was really pretty, but not what I imagined is going to be playing if we get into combat.
What are you guys doing? Are you slowing the cart? Gonna crash into this tree?
We'd have to slow it down. You know, I think I'd stand up in the back. and
Suppose we're gonna
look
have to clear
around.
it.
So I'm looking. Need me to jump down there and move it?
I think I could help you with that if you wanted, or you could do it by yourself. It's your call.
I mean, I'd use some help. And I glance at Belladin's arms.
May I wild shape, DM?
If you would like to.
I'm gonna wild shape into a brown bear.
You turn into this massive brown bear. But as soon as you turn into this massive bear in the cart,
Oh no, I got out of the cart. Oh, I wouldn't change into a giant brown bear. No, I wouldn't want to spook the horses. I'd do it away from the horses a little bit. I imagine that Hal and I might be moving up towards the log, and then that's when I would change.
you hear this just "Woo!" coming from the forest, from the tree line to your south. Damn it, Phil! You there by the cart! We have you surrounded. Lay down your arms, put down your valuables, and walk away, and we'll leave you with your lives.
It's a gigantic bear. He can't, like, drop anything.
I just go. "Arr."
The bear will not move, or we will put it down. Again, we want your valuables, not your lives.
So what do you think, guys?
I think we just move this out of the way.
Yeah, we're gonna go with no, but thank you for the offer.
Did they say no? I think they said no.
I'm gonna start moving the log.
Can they do that?
Do I have a vague idea where that choice came, that chirp came from?
Give me a perception check. The kind of squeal came from the southern side of the forest to kind of the back a little bit, and then the voice kind of giving the commands came from the northern side to the right, on the front side of your cart more. What do we do? You hear Belladin, you hear in your bear form. I guess, is your perception change with your bear form?
No. Everything mental stays the same.
You're just hearing these kind of murmurs of like this group and area, damn them. Shoot. Yeah, we'll roll a quick initiative. It's gonna be theater of the mind.
Nice. Oh my god. 2019. Impressive. Well, they're all the way in Talus, so I'm not really worried about them hitting us with any attack. There's not a bow in this world that can shoot that far.
Worried bandit captain pretty much fits. Fenwick, you're first to act.
I have Archie next to me, so as a bonus action, I will cast Dragon's Breath on Archie.
You feel the magic imbued within you. You want to give a description on how Fenwick might cast this spell and imbue this little owl with the breath of a dragon?
Mm-hmm. Well, I just gently stroke him and say, "Good owl."
And as you kind of stroke and pet him, you see this tracing of magical energy kind of trailing your fingers and then swirl. And you see kind of this glowing, iridescent hood or mask envelop Archie's head of this dragon and then swirls and dissipates into him.
And they'll tell him, he can fly along, I guess, the right side of the road. But if you see anybody, light him up.
So he's going to do that now, right?
Yeah, I think that's the easiest way to run it.
So I'll just say he follows your initiative.
Yeah, so he can fly 60 feet.
Yep, so give me a perception check for him.
And his is one more than mine, so
15. Yeah, as they're starting to load their crossbows and come out of their hiding spots to get a better aim, he sees about 3 bandits, like 40 feet into the tree line.
So can he get within 15 feet of them?
Yes, he can. What's his fly speed?
60. Yeah, he will use his action and spew fire on them.
So I know that familiars normally can't attack, but the spell lets them, right?
But the spell, if you carefully read it, it's not an attack. It's an action. Yeah, until it spends, the creature can use an action to exit. That's why it can do it, because it's not an attack.
And you also gave it the command to do that action before Archie flew away.
So, okay, they're going to go ahead and make their dexterity saving throw. That is a 12. I'm going to do it as a group for them, just because it's easier. So you can go ahead and 11 fire damage.
That's pretty good, actually. 551.
You all just say, "No, I don't think we will." And you see these bandits kind of confused for a moment, and then they all just start loading these crossbows and starting to peep out from their hiding places. Camouflaged almost, they've got bits of like bush and stuff intertwined in their armor. Archie easily spots them with his being used to hunt for prey in these forest-like environments. Sees a group of them, and you see one kind of look up for a moment confused, and then, oh, it's just an owl. And then turn their attention back towards you. And then Archie opens his beak and just this cone of flame and death just envelop these 3 bandits and incinerate them on the spot. They're all dead on that
Oh,
spot.
they dead? Oh, no.
Is it actively on fire over there, or?
Does the spell catch anything on fire? Because usually it'll say it catches things on fire. I would say there's a few like dry kind of branches and small bushes that have a little bit of flame, but again, it's winter. You're not in danger of, burning down the Emerald Pine Forest. And you guys got Smokey the Bear with you, so you're good.
Yeah, I can handle it.
All right, I'll just look over at Fenwick and shrug, and then I will shoulder Cor will shoulder his bow and just start walking calmly in the direction of these bandits.
So you see Fenwick take care of some of the bandits, at least in the south, and you heard the commands being given from the north, and you just start calmly walking into the tree line.
I guess I move 55 feet. I'm not sure how close that gets me.
You get right up on them as you see these bandits now were like hidden behind trees and like bush, same kind of like hiding in the bushes with bushes in their armor. And Core, you just run up and you see one bandit was still like trying to hide behind the tree. And there's just this moment of where you stop and he looks over at you and you look over at him. And there's just this, oh shit moment. And then you can take your action.
You know what? Core's going to be nice. Core's going to tell him to run.
Make an intimidation check.
Intimidation, huh? Core's strong suit.
It depends how you're doing it, right? Are you like trying to scare him off into running or are you just telling him to run?
I'm giving him the option. I mean, it's his life.
Well, I was gonna say you could roll persuasion or intimidation.
It's the same thing.
I mean, you rolled great, 17.
He looks over at you for a moment, and the speed of which you got into the middle of all of them, looks back and sees this just flash of flame and the screaming, blood-curdling death throes of his companions, and just drops his crossbow and takes off deeper into the forest. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, that's my turn.
I think Hal takes off his longbow and draws an arrow, and as he sees Core run off towards the tree line, and just waits to see what the rest of the guys do. And I'll hold an attack if they attack Core, or they shoot arrows at my friends or horses or anything else, if they make a hostile action.
And Core, from where you are, you see this larger, gruff-looking man. Fucking coward. And he pops out from where he was hiding and is going to try to shoot you with his crossbow. How your held action goes off, because he is now visible.
I will shoot him with...
It's just the trees were heavily shadowed enough to give them cover.
That's a 13.
Will miss. Whew. You see the arrow kind of go back, and I'm sorry, he doesn't have a crossbow. He takes out his scimitar, and he goes and runs towards you, Core, and he's going to make 3 attacks on you.
Look at this big boy bandit.
Pull out a dagger for his 3rd attack.
The dagger hits.
So you see him pull out the scimitar and dagger in one hand, and you see him just charge after you and swipe once. You easily dodge out of the way. He swipes up, and you dodge out of the way this time, but he used that upward momentum to block your vision of his other arm, and he comes down with the dagger, and he's able to slash across your shoulder.
Core just shakes his head in disappointment.
That's his turn. Smokey the Bear, it's your turn.
How close am I to the nearest combatant?
You are probably, I would say, maybe like 50 feet.
Well, 40 feet is my movement. I'm going to try and move the log. My companions look like they have this handled.
Give me an athletics check, please.
That was an 18 for a second. That's a 9.
It's not so much a matter of strength as of leverage. Your massive form really can't find a good spot to... You're just pretty much like scratching and thrashing at this trunk. You're not able to move it.
Because that's my turn. I don't really have bonus actions as a brown bear.
The bandits' turn. They're going to shoot their crossbows at you guys. The 3 remaining near Core. One's going to shoot at Core. One's going to shoot at Hal. And another's going to shoot at Hal.
That last one will hit me.
For 8 damage. And then 2 crossbow bolts come flying from the southern side of the forest near to the front. This one will be at advantage because they did not reveal their hiding spot. 1 at you, Fenwick, and 1 at you, Hal.
So that was 20?
20 to hit, yes.
Yeah, I'll bat it away with shield. Actually, I'll just use arcane deflections. It won't cost me a spell slot.
So literally with your hand, you just put it up, and for a moment, there's a small... The arrow just slows to a crawl, and then just drops. And Hal, you do take 5 points of piercing damage. Top of the round, Fenwick, you're up.
Did I see where those attacks came from?
Yes, you now see 2 more bandits have revealed themselves around here, towards where you guys are.
So how far is Archie from them?
I would say he's about 60 feet.
Fly towards them. And then for my action, can I see them?
Yeah, you can see them. They revealed themselves when they attacked.
Okay, then I will throw a firebolt at one of them. Ooh.
Jeez. That hits. Roll for damage. So before even waiting for Archie, you're like, I can take care of one of them at least. And a firebolt leaves your hand, and you just hear this, oh, and you think you miss for a moment as you see an explosion on a tree behind him. And then you look and you just see this gaping, burning hole in the middle of this guy's chest as the firebolt went right through him. And he just drops on his knees dead. And then Archie will go over after your turn, and he's going to make a dex save.
Yeah, they fail.
And as this guy looks over at Horror, you bastards! And before he gets even time to react, he's just incinerated now with the dragon's breath coming from this tiny little owl. Anything else, Fentwick?
Yeah, that's it.
I'm assuming the archers are a little further away from me. They're not just all up on me with the scimitar. Okay. Core's gonna go ahead and bonus action pop out the Astral Self arms. I'm gonna need Scimitar Boy to make a deck save. That's a fail. So he takes 9 damage just from the force of me popping my arms out.
9 damage. Nice.
He has chosen death. Just go ahead and get. Oh, that might not be enough. I'll give him a little backhand.
Was that a 16? 16 hits for 6 force damage.
He's still up, I'm assuming.
Yes. He gets buffeted by the energy of your astral arms materializing in this plane. Before he gets a chance to react, he barely opens his eyes from the blast, and he gets socked in the face with one of them.
Yep. And then I'll just go ahead and just open hand slap him with the other one. Oh no! Why? Why?
You come in with a disrespect, and he did not like that. He just, not again, boy.
I will end my turn.
Al's gonna shoot twice.
You have 4 targets.
The one that Core is engaged with. I'll make an attack with my longbow.
Engaged. They just met.
25
25 hits.
for a 7 damage.
Oh, you shoot him in the back of the shoulder blade.
Second attack. 26, and that is a crit.
Ooh.
That's only 2 crit damage, so that's 8 piercing total.
Oof. This time you hit him in the side, below the rib, and you hear this. Oh! It is now his turn. He's looking around. Damn it! First that rider blows past us. Now this. Fall back, damn it! And he's going to disengage and run. So he goes 30 feet from you, Core.
So where's everyone at on the field? Are they all grouped together at this point, or?
No, you see 4 figures now. One of the leader fleeing, and then 3 kind of lackeys spaced anywhere from 20 to 15 feet apart, staggered a little bit on the northern tree line. I would say 1 to the right of Core, and then 2 to the left.
Okay. Are they? How far away are they from each other?
The one to the right of Core is the farthest away from everyone else. He's by himself, about 20 feet from Core. Another guy 15 feet from that guy.
Okay. I use a bonus action to drop my wild shape. And seeing that my companions are a little hurt, I'm going to call lightning above the bandit leader. So that's a DC 17 save.
16.
He fails and takes 21 points of lightning damage. And when you cast a spell, choose a point you see under the cloud. So I'm like putting it above all of them. Bolt of lightning flashes down from the cloud to that point. Each creature within 5 feet, so there's no one around him. Takes 3d10 lightning damage on a failed save, or half as much. So now I'm just concentrating on this for up to 10 minutes, and I can just keep casting down lightning every round.
As this guy is fleeing from Core, you suddenly just hear a flash in your eyes, and you just see him like arch his back for a moment and like stunned, and then you just see the smoke and like smell the burning ozone and flesh and hair. As pretty much all of his body hair is instantly burned off of his body. He had a beard, like half of it's like singed away now.
He's still up and running?
He's looking real hurt.
Poor guy.
I'm glad we ate the good berries before we hit the road, before they disappeared. Hopefully we did anyway. And yeah, I'll just kind of hold my hand up towards the sky as the cloud appeared, and then just use my full movement to walk towards the remaining archers. And yeah, that's it for my turn.
They are gonna book it. So they go 60 feet, full action dash into the forest. One of them drops the crossbow. The other 2 kind of keep theirs, but just keep running into the forest. That is their turn. Fentwick, what would you like to do? They're now I would say about 100 feet from you,
All of them?
except for the bandit captain, who would be, I would say, 70 feet from you.
Mm-hmm.
About 80 feet, because Core moved his full movement from you guys, right? And then the bandit moved his 30 feet from him. So
Correct. Yeah.
What shall I do? The heck, I'll take a shot and use the staff to cast Hold Monster on the bandit captain. The wisdom save.
16 wisdom. Gonna do great on this. 11.
He's paralyzed.
He was already kind of not moving after being struck by lightning, right? Stunned for a moment. And then you just see him stuck in that position of like agonizing pain. And you just see, his back is turned to you guys, so you wouldn't see it. Anything else, Fenwick?
He's 80 feet. Guess I'll have Archie fly towards him and dash towards him.
Okay. You would know that is Dragon's Breath concentration?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yep, that's right. It drops. Never mind. Archie can come back. He's killed enough this day.
You see him with this furrowed brow, like triumphantly like flying around, and you see him kind of let out a screech and open his mouth again, and then he just kind of looks confused and tries opening his mouth again, and nothing's happening. And Archie looks sad for a moment as he no longer has the destructive power of dragons.
I just tell him to chase the other two bandits just for laughs.
He kind of gives a screech of delight and flies off. Core, what would you like to do?
Core is going to circle and walk like 10 feet in front of the bandit so that he can see me.
Okay, you just see his eyes frantically moving back and forth. His mouth frozen in this like snarl of agony.
I'm gonna pull an arrow out and I'm gonna point to the sky.
I should point out, any attack that hits him from within 5 feet is a critical.
Yep, I get it. I'm just gonna pull the arrow out and point to the sky and tell him to choose. I'm sure he can't respond to me, but it's up to him how he dies, in my opinion. And I just,
as he's trying to move his tongue and like he can breathe, but that's about it. You just hear.
I just want him to know that death is imminent and painful, and then I will start walking back to my companions. And I will let them choose whether it is the arrow or the lightning that finishes him.
I should point out, he gets another save before the lightning.
I think Cal's probably going to try to move the tree.
Oh, maybe it won't be. Maybe he'll run away.
Give me an athletics check.
24.
There you go.
24. Yeah, it starts to roll and you're making some progress on it. This is definitely not just a one check, action, but you're making progress.
Okay.
That's a 1. So he is still paralyzed.
Oh, bummer.
Belladin.
Okay, so how many people are still under the 60-foot cloud? Because I kind of centered it on them. You said they all dashed, so I imagine if I centered it on them, they'd only have to run 30 feet to be out of it, and you said they all dashed, so they're all out except for the captain. So I will look over at Fenwick and say, did you paralyze them because you wanted to talk to him, or just so he couldn't get away?
Oh, I don't want him to get away. But if you want to finish him, it's, dealer's choice, but...
Okay. Well, can the paralyzed bandit give me a dex save?
No, he fails.
I know, I just wanted to hear... All right. That's 3d10. Another 15 points of lightning damage.
How would you like to kill him?
Basically, it's going to hit him in his neck and just like take out his spinal cord, not in a gross way. I don't want him
not in a gross way. I like
take
that.
out his spine, not in a gross way. You know what? That's what instead of saying, how do you want to do this? I'm just going to yell, finish him.
Right. So my idea is like, basically I'm electrocuting him to death. And that's awful. So I want to hit him like in the back where his nervous system is and take out his nervous system so that way he basically feels like there's an instant of pain as it hits his neck and his spine, and then it's gone and he can't feel anything anymore.
And you all don't see any movement or anything as he is paralyzed. You just see it eventually just topple over, still in the same grotesque, twisted form of agonizing pain. Fingers kind of all extended or bent and twisted, and
Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't move the cloud, so they moved out of it. I can't hit them with it.
they're just going to continue to run deeper into the forest. And I think with that, we're going to end initiative.
We gave them every opportunity except for being paralyzed.
We politely declined.
Yeah, Fenwick's right. Fenwick, do you think we have anything of value that they've been taking from people on this main road?
Can't hurt to check.
All right. I will continue to move this log.
I'll hop down and go, yay, free stuff.
Then I'm going to use my last wild shape to turn into a regular owl, or do I have giant owl? Yeah, a giant owl. That way I can see in the dark and look for their stash or where their little camp was or whatever.
Give me a perception check.
A dark vision, 120 feet. Man, my dice tonight. 13.
13, you look around, you don't see any sign of a camp nearby.
Does your owl have advantage in the evening?
I do have advantage on... I do have advantage on perception checks. Sorry, guys. I should learn my character. One sec. 15.
15, yeah. You see signs of like their preparation. You see some bushes cut, like a bit of a temporary camp. You see the remnants of a camp, like a small fire.
Like a little staging area.
Yeah, but you don't see anything like a satchel or anything. Like there's no permanent camp around the vicinity.
Then I'll return and shift back into my normal form and let them know that I found a staging area where they were set up and waiting, but I didn't see any like belongings they had taken. Maybe they had just set up here and they hadn't gotten anybody recently. I don't know.
Go check it out. Yeah, check it. Check out the smoldering corpses.
Is there anything here that is not immediately just burnt to crisp?
No, it's all pretty grotesque and ruined. You see like bits of leather armor, flesh kind of fused together.
The party is trying to teach Cor the value of of assets and money. So I was trying to bring something valuable back, but I guess they have nothing.
Well, I think one or two of them dropped their crossbows.
Yes, I will pick up the 2 crossbows that were dropped.
There are 2, usable light crossbows.
I will bring those back to Fenwick. Sir Fenwick. All I can find.
Pity.
Your owl is powerful.
Yes, I'm petting him. Who's a nice little unstoppable killing machine?
He's just kind of chirping happily and like twisting his head back and forth. Fenwick, can you give me an investigation check? Natural 20. Nice.
Another natural 20.
I would say you do find on the bandit captain himself a still smoldering satchel filled with about 200 gold. Now I would say there's about 50 gold and 15 platinum.
I'm sorry, 50 gold and how much platinum?
15.
Same monetary value, much easier to carry.
There's about also, you find about 11 gems. You can write 11 gems worth 50 gold pieces each, just to remember that.
Okay.
And a small rolled up piece of paper, with what looks like gibberish.
That's what I say.
Does it look like gibberish just to Fenwick, or like it's just gibberish?
I mean, Fenwick has it at the moment.
Yeah, I'll show it to everybody else. Does this mean anything to anybody?
It's written out in common. Like it's not Elvish script or anything. It's written out in common lettering, but it's just gibberish words.
Might be coded, like a coded message.
That would be my guess.
Don't have the cipher. I'm sorry. You know what? I got to remember I'm not Jordan. I'm Belladin. Belladin doesn't know what a cipher is.
I was going to mention that the platinum seems suspicious, but Cor wouldn't think of that.
No, Electrum would be suspicious. Platinum is totally good.
Regular bandits.
Well, apparently they've been having a good run lately.
Yeah, just burn it all.
Maybe we should look for any obvious markings on the body. That's the only thing I can think of, because I mean, any bandits in the north, it's usually just people down on their luck.
The problem is, and then Belladin remembers to make the storm go away. The body's not in great shape.
All
None of
burned.
them are in great shape, I'm afraid.
Oh yeah, your bird was bellowing fire out. I didn't know Archie could do that.
Only on special occasions.
That's a pretty cool owl.
Yeah, I'd say that these bunch were definitely down on their luck today.
They had. You said that they had platinum
Fenwick
though.
and Hal, roll me history checks.
That's a 0.
That tracks.
That's amazing.
Fenwick, you can give me one too. 24. You suddenly recall the other time you guys were accosted by bandits up along the junction of the road from and to Nestle Rock and Chilwyn Pass, and you guys were able to interrogate one of them, and that they were hired to.
Yep. We found their stash too.
Yeah, they were hired to attack and steal from the supplies headed towards Chilwyn Pass. And you found that their contacts were going to meet them outside Kieran's lighthouse to give them more instructions. You killed their contacts, that's what led you guys down to Sugad and the Jester's coin and everything. You also remember that there were rumors of increased bandit activity along this road in between the north and southern sections of the Emerald Pine Forest. And you guys remember that the initial instructions to have this bandit activity was coming from Fort Beleg.
That's right. I was looking at that earlier, and I'm like, something's on Fort Billard. Let me look at my notes.
I put my hand on Hal's shoulder and give him dark vision, and then I give dark vision to myself. Since we know bandits are along this road, I don't know if we're traveling anymore tonight or if we're gonna look, but at least we'll be able to see whenever we do stop and take rest.
So what would you all like to do? So Hal, give me a athletics check. 13. You're trying to budge this tree a little bit more. It's taking a little bit more time. Give me one more just to see how long it's going to take. If anyone would like to assist. Natural 20. Not long at all. So after your second attempt, you're not making much headway. That kind of frustration and anger builds up. Not quite to a rage, but enough to fuel you. And you just strongman and you're starting to roll it and shove it, and you just hear the snapping and crunching of branches as Hal is able to just move this massive tree enough out of the way where you can move the cart along the side of the road around it. It's still blocking most of the road, right? Eventually it's gonna have something's gonna have to be done about it, but it's enough. And Belladin, with your passive perception now close to, you see a spot on the edge where near the tip of the tree where the branches are thinnest, you see a bundle of broken branches, like a large creature leaped through.
Yep, I'll tell him to. Can he turn this tree into like fungus and it blows away, and then we'll continue on for a little while and find a place to rest if that's okay with everybody.
So then roll a survival check for me, to either individually or with advantage.
That's 21.
21. You find a spot that you think is pretty inconspicuous, where you have good vantage points of everywhere around you, but are not easily spotted. Make your camp. Any preparations, messages, anything you guys would like to send before the night comes?
Just water breathing. Or no, water walk. Yep. Water breathing.
Ask Bellet if he has any more of those berries.
I cast it again because I think it's been too long.
You cast them in the morning, right? So it's still good for another 12 hours.
Yeah, but you only need one a day. Are you hungry, or did you just like the way they taste, or?
Yeah, they taste pretty good, and
You shouldn't be hungry. I'm pretty sure these.
a little bit stronger. Got rid of my hunger pains.
Okay, all right. I mean, hopefully this isn't like bananas, where if you eat too many in a day, you actually get too much potassium. So, sure. I mean, have another one. I'm gonna eat mine in the morning. And I give so I have 6 left then. So yeah, I'll give him 1, and then there's 1 for each of us in the morning.
How much does it heal us for?
1 point. Yeah, you get 1 HP back. Do you need healing?
I got hit twice during that fight.
He still has more HP than the rest of us normally.
Yeah, you get 8 HP back. Would you like more?
No, I should be okay. Overnight.
Okay. Well, in case we get into combat or something like that, I don't mind topping you up a bit. You want 1 more?
Sure.
All right.
Scratching me right there.
Oh, I hit the wrong thing.
More berries?
Nope, I hit the wrong thing. Another 8.
All right, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else need healing before we go to bed?
I mean, if you want to look at this tiny cut, you may.
Oh, yeah, you got hit with that dagger.
Kind of, yes.
You're fine. You get 7.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Not even good enough to get the same spell. I see how it is.
No, I was comfy. I didn't want to move. It's the end of the day. I'm tired.
And as you guys take a rest for the night, I'm not going to make you do watches. You're in the dome. You guys have taken your long rest for the night. Morning is yours. What would y'all like to do?
Keep going is what
I-
Al would think. He's getting a little
Antsy.
more anxious. Yes.
Yeah. Paladin quickly hands out the good berries as soon as everyone's awake. So that way we could eat them before they lose their magical power.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad they help. Let me know if you need any more. But I'm ready to go.
Keeps me. Well, I mean, I ate a lot. These
Right.
I'm good. For the whole day.
Magic
Oh,
of
did you
nature.
Cast it again last night, or
No. So these are the ones that are very quickly gonna lose their potency unless we eat them.
All right, so you guys have about 2 days travel till you get to the edges of Ornost.
Mhm.
yes?
I'm gonna tell you now. We're gonna just go through this. You're gonna get there without any other problems or conflicts. So, are there any preparations or anything you guys would like to do in the 2 days to get there?
I don't think Hal has anything to do.
Do we want to try to make a plan for what we're going to do when we get there?
You're gonna have to call Poppy. Maybe you should call Poppy once every day. Hey, we're on our way. We're 2 days out or a day out.
Oh, yeah. I totally forgot to reply to Marisol. She asked me
Yeah.
a question and I couldn't respond 3 days ago.
And also let them know that the Dirge
Yes.
is on the way, and that's why we're coming. That we just
We must watch out for Kianzi.
it's not.
Yeah, well, she said they're moving from safe house to safe house every night, so
Well, at least give them a heads up. Let them know that's why we're coming.
fine. I'll reply to her and say, I can only send this once a day. We're coming. We'll be there in Marisol. Tell her we'll be there in 2 days.
Oh, what should I do? Poppy said to be careful. This could be a trick. To message Poppy. Yes, that was it.
Fine. The next day I will message Poppy.
Nice. I love how we're just traveling, and you're just doing this once a day.
Poppy, this is Fenwick. What did you want to tell me? It had better be worth doing this.
Oh, hi.
Hmm.
Go to the southeastern Auber Gate. Look for common sense. Order the cinnamon roll with no cinnamon. Pay with 3 silver.
I'll assume I got all that down.
As you all make your way, you see the peaks of the Twin Spire Mountains now looming over the north. Cor, you look longingly to your home, and you see silhouetted against the backdrop of that spires, what looks to be a fortress in the distance. But that is quickly overshadowed as you continue on the road, and you see before you the city of Ornost, the capital of the North Ward here in the Kingdom of Alari, and the seat, Duke Elias of House Alensor. You see this massive urban sprawl of the city, mostly made of stone, in the shape of almost of a teardrop that rises one side of a cliff that ends in a point. And you see at the very point of this cliff face, large towers of a massive building or palace, staggered with sloping roofs pointed down that make it look like a silhouette almost of a outline of a drawing of a tree against the setting sun in the west. But you have all reached the city of Ornost. There is an outer gate, and you see the road continues along around Ornost and continues along to the west, and there's kind of a path leading to a gate closest to you guys, and you see also people coming from the northern side and also another path towards the western edge as well.
You said that Poppy told us to go into the eastern Opera Gate. So I imagine that's on the east side of the city? I don't know. I've never been here.
Yeah, and Belladin, this is beyond your comprehension. You wouldn't believe it if you didn't see it with your own eyes. It's about 3 times the size of Sugod.
Yeah, Belladin's a little anxious. Belladin is going to wild shape into what is not going to be noticed. Well, there's already an owl, so if there was 2 owls, that would be a problem.
A human male might not be too noticeable.
Yeah, he doesn't really feel comfortable, though. There's a lot of people.
Sun is starting to set.
Yep. We're walking. Hal, do you want a cat or a crow or raven?
Are you gonna talk a lot? Or are you gonna
No.
quote the Raven nevermore?
All right, I change into a raven and I perch on his shoulder.
Do we go in here, Fenthwick, or do we need to go someplace else?
Are we going through this gate?
And we lead the horse and wagon in through the gate or towards it.
You head through the gate, and there is a bustle of traffic heading in and out, and there's large, massive stone walls, kind of a dark brown color. This massive portcullis gate, it is guarded, and you do see them inspecting and stopping every once in a while. If you could all give me perception checks. Belladin, you notice, but you can't tell anyone, so.
11.
Core, you notice that the guards are stopping anyone who is armed and looking to kind of pull them aside and looking to write them in some kind of large book. They seem to be talking for them a while, and you see another man who's obviously not a guardsman, right? He's not wearing any armor, but he's wearing kind of the same tabard and fine livery, and he is writing in a large book.
I turn to Fenthwick and tell him Hal should be careful. It seems they're tracking people with weapons.
Oh my God, that's a good point. Hal's the only one really carrying like a weapon besides a bow or a dagger.
I mean, Core has a bow.
Yeah, but I mean, like, that's like a hunting thing. Like, they're
You're in a city. What are you hunting?
It's more like a piece of jewelry, you know.
You wouldn't deprive an old man of his walking stick.
Yeah, unsling the bow. It's a stick.
quick build, unwild shape, take all our weapons, rewild shape.
Shit, I could do that.
I'm gonna lean into Fenthwick and say, "Are we gonna stop by the Duke's place?"
At some point, we probably should, but it doesn't have to be first thing.
No, but if these guys give us any grief, I mean, we can tell them we're gonna go check in with the Duke. We sent a writer from the royalty in Duneshire, right? We're
Well, that's true.
deals.
I don't know how much weight it will carry here, but we do have a letter of introduction from Lady Celine of Duneshire.
Nice.
Ooh.
Well, yeah, crack the reins and throttle forward as fast as the traffic will let us.
And Core will actually unsling his bow and just carry the bow stave because he should be doing that anyway, so his bow doesn't break. So yeah, he's just carrying a bow stave.
So eventually your cart does make it to the line, and you just hold one moment. Anyone armed or with any means of potentially making trouble must register with the city. It is by order of the Duke during these times.
Can't anyone create trouble?
Yes, but
Then aren't you saying that everyone needs to register them?
if people are entering the city with arms, we want to have a better track of where they are and may be going.
Are you saying it's impossible to buy arms inside the city?
No, but then you will also need a receipt of sale, which would have to be registered with the guard.
Oh, well, okay. I mean, we are personal friends of the Duke, so just saying.
Give me a persuasion check.
Yeah, because I am so persuasive.
And then Hal will say louder than intended. Didn't the lady Celine give us like entry or whatever? We're
Yeah,
supposed to meet the
Of
Duke
course,
here.
that has more power in Dunshire. I mean, if it helps, we all are also known to Lady Celine of Dunshire.
Would roll that persuasion check.
Mhm.
Benthic roll 10.
10.
Oh,
Yeah, you're friends with the Duke, and I'm the consort of the Queen of the Night. Look,
well, they let you be a guard?
everyone must be registered. We just need who you are and where you're staying.
Yeah, I've got arms. I have my hammer here that I drive pins into the ground, and I have a bow that I hunt with. And I look and do I have anything else? I don't think I have anything else. I have my satchel, got some coin, but that's it. And I mean, hopefully we're staying in the Duke's place.
Oh, I was just gonna say we're staying in Ernost.
Your names, please.
Fine, give him the names.
He writes down the names. You see him stamp something, tear off a slip. Take this. Once you've found a place to stay, please register with the guard within no later than 2 sundowns. This pass will expire then. Thank you.
Where does all this paperwork go? Does it go back to the Duke's place? I'll just have whoever's there to take care of it. Thank you.
And he's just holding out the paper for one of you to take it.
Belladin grabs it with his beak.
I don't get paid enough for this shit. Next.
We head in.
And it is, even at sundown, it is a bustle of buildings and people going all directions. Just the loud murmur, shouts of people calling to other people. You have wandering kind of cart sellers selling various wares, pushing through the streets. And this outer portion of the city seems mostly, the walls were built of stone, and you do see some stone buildings, but most of this are wooden buildings, still solidly built. And ahead of you actually see much smaller wall made of white stone that looks much older further off into the distance.
I think I would ask, well, if Fento shared the information that he had with Poppy, because it's telepathic, right? Like I'd ask the guard as he's waiting for us to get the papers, like where's we need to meet up with our friends at the Eastern Auburn Gate. Where the hell is that?
You're entering the east.
Yeah, I think that's where we are.
Oh, perfect. I don't.
Yeah, ask him about
This is
common
the
sense.
Obligate district. Or some people call it Newtown. They're separated into the north, the western, northern, eastern sections, yeah? You're entering into the Eastern Obligate.
I mean, you go to the southeastern Auburn Gate. Is that this place, or is
Yes.
that more south?
Yes, this is the southeastern Obligate.
Oh, all right. I'd like to, maybe buy you a drink once you're off work. Let you know how much we appreciate your help, and you guys hang out at any place in particular.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage. No, I'd say with just a straight roll. The offering of a drink made it a straight roll. 17. No one's ever offered me that before. You can usually I'll be done in a few hours. My shift doesn't go much into the night, but I usually go to the Winged Eagle. It's just down the street, and then he points and gives you directions.
All right. Thank you. Once we get settled in, maybe I'll just bring this paper back that my bird has. But thank you. We'll see you.
Yeah. And he's kind of looking at you like, sure, well, I'll see you. He's like, kind of like in disbelief, like, is this guy just pulling my leg? Or like, he's not really sure, but he's not like taking it as an offense.
Well, as we roll down the street, I'm gonna keep a lookout for common sense.
Give me a perception check.
And I would advise everyone else to do the same. Because I am not very perceptive.
I was just looking around at all the people. Wow, where's everybody at?
You all look around, and Core and the Raven, you don't see any signs that might point to something called the Common Sense along this main roadway here in the Eastern Aubergate district.
Well, I assume he sent us in through this gate for a reason, so it's probably in this region.
Should we ask at the Eagle's Wings?
You mean the Winged Eagle?
Ah, same thing. Stupid comment.
I don't know. Going into a place and asking for another business? I mean, I guess we could pop in and buy something.
Buy a guard a drink.
Well, I don't think he'll be there for a while.
Is there? You said there's a lot of people around, right?
Yeah, there's a bustle of people going around you all right now.
Are there any people selling things out of small snacks or knickknacks out of stand-up stalls or anything on the side of the road?
Not so much fixed stalls, right? They appear to be small carts that they're moving up and down the street.
I want an elote.
You see someone serving what looks to be some sort of maybe soup. He's got this kind of large clay vessel that he has strapped to this small little push cart that he wheels around. And eventually, like every once in a while, someone stops him and taps him, and he opens it up, and he has a few set cups and wooden kind of bowls and everything, or some people have their own. And he takes a ladle and he dips it out. You see some money being exchanged.
Is he old guy or young guy or?
It appears to be a middle-aged, it's hard to tell, looking dwarf. Thick braided red beard, short cropped red hair, very kind of little bit of a pot belly, simple clothing.
I'll jump down off the wagon and make my way over and say, anything else? Do you have anything else besides? And I point to the clay pot besides soup. Maybe some old bread or something. Not really much for soup.
Old bread?
Yeah, you went to a soup cart.
Why would I be selling old bread? I'll sell Tila Tomb. That's about it.
We're looking for a place called Common Sense, and I will pay for what that is, but you can keep it because I don't want it.
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage. As you just
14.
14. What's wrong with Tila Tomb, huh? All right.
Too hot.
That'll be 2 silver.
All right, here's 2 silver.
He quickly grabs the money. Right. You're looking for a bakery? You want to head down this road? See that alley over there by the smithy? You're going to make a left. Once you see the old lady selling knives, you're going to make a right. Should be right there.
Good luck with your tilly-milly.
Tila Tomb. Sure you don't want any? And it kind of opens up and you get this waft of stewed meat and spices. And you look down and it's just this black liquid.
No, but can I interest you in some fine owlbear jerky?
Owlbear jerky.
Yeah.
Owlbear jerky? Take
Killed it
some
myself.
there.
Cured it myself. Actually, this orc lady cured it, but...
Haven't had owlbear jerky since I was a lad.
All right. Here you go. 2 silver. Just kidding. Here you go. Thanks for the directions.
That's pretty funny.
Got a bit of age to it, not bad. Tila Tomb! Get your Tila Tomb here! Goat was slaughtered this morning.
And we start heading in the direction he gave us.
You head down the road. You see a small blacksmith shop. It's kind of set up, kind of closing up shop for the night. Make the left down the alley. Different various buildings, homes, small shops, leather worker, rope maker. Before you get to a small stall of a lady, older in years, selling knives. And there's an alleyway heading to the right. You make the right, and y'all can smell it more before you can even see it. There's a large corner building with some people coming in and out, and you can smell the fresh baked goods coming from it.
Mm. This sounds like the place on Fenthwick. I mean, minus the urine and debris on the sides of the roads here, but can you smell that fresh bread?
Yeah, and you see now a sign hanging in front of the door of what looks to be a swirled type of bun. And then below it, in common, it says Common Sense. SCENTS.
Get some cinnamon buns without cinnamon.
Okay, let's go.
You head in, and there is a few people ahead of you. The smell hits you of fresh baked breads and the sweetness in the air, and you see, surprisingly, even for a bakery, this usually in the morning, there's still people coming in here, and they still have a pretty good selection. And look, doesn't seem to be any signs of closing even for the night. Eventually, you make your way in, and there's a human woman, maybe in her late 20s, blonde hair pulled back into a ponytail. Right, how can I help you?
Like to get a cinnamon roll. Hold the cinnamon.
She kind of looks at you for a moment. Okay, that'll be 3 copper.
And I hand her 3 silver.
She looks at the silver for a moment, looks at you all. Right, 1 moment, please. And she goes into the back, pulls out there's you see the cinnamon. You see this bun, no cinnamon inside, just kind of sugar and swirled. All right, and here's your receipt. And she kind of hands you a paper along with the bun.
Thank you. Yes, we leave and look at what the paper says.
Always need that for travel expenses.
The paper says, go to the Three Sisters Fountain in the Shradrin district. Look for the blind beggar. Give him the roll.
I suppose we toddle off to do that.
Okay, you guys exit. Where are you guys headed? As none of you guys have been in the city before.
Paladin, can you find a fountain that looks like Three Sisters?
I guess I'll fly up for a bit and look at the adjoining streets and see if there's a fountain that
Give me a
have
perception check.
3 figures. It's dark now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I should have been an owl. I will do it at disadvantage.
Yep. A clouded sky overhead blocks most of the ambient light coming from the stars and the moon. And it's hard to see very far.
What is the ruling on falling out of wild shape and then going back into wild shape in midair? Is there like a rule for that?
I would say you could do it.
Okay. I'm going to fly up about 100 feet into the air, change back into Belladin, and then change into an owl because I have 1 more wild shape left. I imagine there's going to be some perception checks to see if anyone noticed a man falling in the air about 100 feet up in the air. Wow, you just rolled a natural 20.
You just hear, what the? Few shouts, and you did not go unnoticed.
Oh, that's fun. Well, I am now an owl. May I make another perception check? Is that allowed?
Yes.
Thank you. Wow, not that it matters. 13, and then I fly back down to the...
You don't see any fountains in the immediate area.
So, an owl... Oh, I get advantage. Thank you. One day I'll learn how to play my character. Thank God. A 25.
25. You do see a fountain more towards the center of this. And as you get up higher, you do see, as I said, this city, which is shaped in a teardrop, has kind of this section, the section which you guys are in, and then there's another wall. And then there's more city beyond that. And then you see what you assume to be the palace of the Duke at the point of this cliff face. And you see some fountains in this district that you're in, towards the center. But from what you can see, it doesn't look like it's just a straight fountain with a pillar. You wouldn't think it would be called the Three Sisters Fountain, but you're not sure.
Okay. I'll fly down as an owl, which might be a surprise to the group. Land on Hal's shoulder, and then with my wing point down the street towards where I saw a fountain.
Then I'll tap Vinthwick on the shoulder and point down the street where the owl's pointing down the street.
I guess we're heading down the street.
Actually, I have no idea what sound an owl makes. I should look that up. Woohoo!
Yeah, we'll head that general direction, I guess.
So you head further in towards the center of this district, towards where Belladin pointed. And, there are starting to be less and less people out at night. Still plenty of people, though, going about their business. Most kind of shops, though, seem to be closed. There's less vendors. You see now more of the lights of different eating or drinking establishments or homes. And you all make your way towards the center of this district, and there's a large fountain along this main road. And you see this road now is actually bigger than the road you came in on. And you look to your right, and you see the gates that are now closed. And, if there's someone coming in, the guards are stopping them, questioning, and either let them in or turn them away. And there's a large fountain with a pillar coming from the center. It looks to be engraved with some sort of battle scenes around it.
I think Hal would walk over towards the guard, sits there in view, and ask him, is this the Three Sisters Fountain? Where can I find a Shredrin district? However you say that.
Three Sisters? I mean, you just said you want the Shadrin district. You're in the Obergate. You're in the northern Obergates.
Point me to the Shredrin.
You want to go past the old town walls. Shadrin district's the district on the left.
Does he point?
Yeah, he kind of gives his thumb towards the eastern side of past the old town walls. Most of the businesses and markets are there. Not much open there at night, as most people live in the Dinos district on the western edge.
Oh, you have a place to stay there?
Sure. You got some inns. Looks at you and your hand. You have your papers?
Yeah. Got the paper.
See. No registry of stay yet. Might want to try the Sunny Pony in the Shadrin district.
Bony Pony.
Look for old Donna or his wife Candid. Tell them Austin sent you.
Oh, thank you. Do you go to the Winged Eagle? Is that where you guys go after you guys are off? I'm supposed to meet another guy there for drinks. Another one of your guys.
No. The Eastern Gate boys go there.
And you are Northern Gate boys.
We go to the Dancing Dwarf.
Like, what's there? What's the difference?
It's closer to the North Gate.
Oh, so there's not really a dancing dwarf.
Maybe when old Thigurk gets a bit too much ale in him, but that's about it.
He jumps on the bar and sings Mr. Brightside.
I have no idea what song that is.
Maybe we'll see you there sometime and I'll show it to you, teach it to you.
Right. Just make sure you all register once you get a place to stay, yeah?
Yep. Signed by the Duke. You got it.
Right. Signed by the Duke. He goes back and turns towards his fellow guard. A woman. They start kind of murmuring and talking to each other.
Come back. Well, I imagine the group's there with me. We're supposed to go back to the Shadowrun district, and he points it the other way.
Lead the way.
Let's go.
And you guys head back, almost going back the way you came, towards the eastern side, but this time heading towards the old town walls, what the guard told you. White stone walls, still pretty high, not quite as tall as the outer walls. This time there's arches, but there are no portcullises or guards. You can see before the holes where these used to be, but they were long since removed. This is just the city seemed to outgrow these walls. And you start making your way just through the Shadrin district, I guess. Someone roll me a D100. You guys are just walking through the streets. As the guard said, there are a lot of more buildings and establishments that look to be closed for the evening here. Shops in various places. You do still see the light and hear the murmurs of could be dwellings of people maybe who run the businesses around here, but it's a lot more quiet in this part. You guys wander around for a good 10-15 minutes without seeing any fountain.
What time is it getting to be?
It's still early evening. The sun has gone down, but it's not like late at night yet.
Has the moon come up?
But as I said, it's hard to see because the sky is clouded.
No, we just find an inn, check in.
Yeah, and maybe they know where this fountain is. Like, if we're in the right place, it can't be far.
You would
Just
hope.
Secure lodging and say, hey, by the way, we're supposed to...
We don't have to tell them anything. We just ask where it is.
Yeah, there you
You
go.
don't have to tell them why.
And the guard, I would say, did give you a little bit better directions to the Sunny Pony.
We'll go to the Phony Pony.
You see this 2-story stone building. Most of the buildings here are made of stone now. Actually, I would say this is 3-story. You see the sign of a upper part of a horse, right? The front forelegs kind of rearing up with the kind of a stylized sun with rays in the background.
That Austin sent us. So let's go see what happens. Is there a stable boy that can take our wagon, or do we need to park it and pull it somewhere?
You look around and you kind of go around the corner and you do see stables there. This is one of the larger buildings around and looks to be one of the larger establishments.
Good as place as any on Fenthwick.
Yeah, looks good to me.
All right, let's go. Austin sent us. You know how people react to me talking to them.
Well, you seem to be offering everyone free booze, so
I mean, I'm not going to drink it. Somebody might as well.
let's go in.
After you, Sir Marindale.
Well, we go in.
All right, you pull the cart around. There is a boy. He takes the horse from you and kind of leads the horse and cart further into the stable. You head into the door. There's a large general common room area, tables, a bar, a large hearth. There are people sitting at the various tables, mostly human, a few dwarves and halflings, a gnome here and there. One man is a half elf. No one's extravagantly dressed here, but they're wearing well-made clothing. No one's in like tatters.
Does there seem to be a proprietor about?
Yeah, you do see an older human male, gray hair, a little bit balding in the back. It's pretty fit, though. Large handlebar mustaches at the bar. Looks over towards you all. Can I help you all?
Yes, we'd like to secure lodging. Was it apparently Austin sent us?
Old Austin sent you, huh? That's good of the old boy. So, I take it you need some rooms? Yes? How many?
Well, a pair of doubles, I guess, if you have it.
Let me take a look. He goes behind the bar, pulls out a large, thick, leather-bound book, opens it up, flips through it. I do have 2 double rooms available. Did you have any horses, carriages that you might have come in?
Yeah, we have a couple of horses and a carriage.
Okay, so lodging, stables. How many nights?
What do you say? Let's just go for one night initially, and then we'll see what happens.
Would you like meals with that? All right, meals for Belladin and you in your human form?
Nope.
Meals for 4. Got it. Having a friend come by, huh?
No. What kind of bird is Belladin currently?
Owl. So you have 2 owls.
No, the owls need their, they need a room.
Oh,
Know what I mean? I nudge.
all right. Let's see. That'll put you at about 1 gold, 5 silver.
Sounds fine.
And if I take it, if you need lodging, then you do not have your registry of stay signed off, yes?
No.
Right. Could I see that for a moment? You see him take it, and there's a line below where it says place of stay, null. He just writes, the Sunny Pony, signs his name, and then takes a stamp and stamps it. This will have to be registered with the guard, of course, but you should be good to go.
Thank you.
Let me get your keys for a moment.
Could you tell us where the Three Sisters Fountain is in the district?
The Three Sisters. It's not too far away, maybe about 10 minutes. You want to go out the front door there. Go towards the stables. Head along the main road. And then once you see the Colorful Goose, probably closed by now, but clothing shop, make a right. Keep going. About another 5 minutes, you should hit the Three Sisters Fountain. Quite a beautiful fountain, if I might say so myself.
What's it look like?
Statues of 3 sisters, different poses. One's
Just checking.
picking a flower. There's one who appears to be pouring one of the water spouts. It's like she's pouring it out of a vase, kind of washing her feet. And the other is kind of just laid down in a pose of contemplation.
Good to know.
Welcome to Ornost. If there's any other questions, I'm Donna.
Don Ho?
Don Ha. You can just call me Don. If you don't speak Ilarian, it's a bit of a weird ending there. But
Nice to meet you, Don Ha.
here are your keys. Would you like your meals now, or maybe brought to your rooms?
We're gonna go to the fountain, I think, and then we'll be back. Maybe after that, just
Sure. I'll make sure the kitchen sets it aside before if you get back too late. But we'll save something for you. Don't worry.
I'll look to the group and say, "Do we head to the fountain now?"
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, we're back in a bit.
Enjoy. It's quite beautiful. Bit of a problem with beggars, though, so they're harmless.
I'll give a nod to Fenthwick and we'll head out the door.
You all follow the directions that Dawn gave you, and eventually you do come upon a large fountain with beautiful statues of what appear to be 3 sisters in various poses, as I explained before.
Any beggars about?
Y'all can give me a perception check.
Maybe he should give us a perception check. I'm gonna use that inspiration. That's even better.
It's okay. With a 14, Belladin, in your raven, you hear...
I'm an owl, so it's 19.
Oh, 19, yeah. You hear the tapping on stone that first alerts you. And you turn your head, and you see elderly gnomish man, cloak over him, with a long stick in front of him, and a cup, slowly walking around, and then tapping, and just shaking the cup.
Illidan will tap Hal on the shoulder and then point his wing towards the beggar.
Go up to the beggar, hand him a roll.
You walk up to this beggar who's at the same height as you, Fentwick. You just hear, alms for the poor.
Here, how about a roll?
A roll? What kind of roll is it?
It's a cinnamon roll, but it's a bit light on the cinnamon. In fact, there's none at all.
How fortuitous. I'm allergic to cinnamon. You see him kind of tuck the cane under his arm holding, and he holds out his hand for the roll.
I hand it to him.
All right, he takes it and smells it. That Ilya really does make the best rolls. He eats the whole thing. You're friends with Poppy, eh?
We are.
She said someone might come looking for you, but not to tell anyone anything unless they first gave me that roll. You'll want to head to the shelf for the Inn of the Ivory Horn. That's where you'll find your friend.
Just assume like we've never been here before and know nothing about the city.
Newbies, eh? Don't worry. I'm sure you'll be fine. Well, the shelf. Some people call it a shanty town. Some people is me. Bit of a slum. Built on the western cliff faces. Not like those mansions built on the Oatland district on the western cliff. No. Ornos likes to be lauded as a place of prosperity and fine stone craftsmanship, but it has its poor like anywhere else. We've been shoved off to the side. But we may do. Head as far east as you can, and then look down. Pretty simple. If you just see cliff, you're in the wrong place. If you see wooden structures and planks and walkways built into the cliff face, you're at the shelf.
And the ivory horn? I take it there's a ivory horn outside?
You're the brains of the operation, I can tell. It's about, it's been a while since I've been there. Let's say 1, 2, it's about 5 levels down. I would say closer towards the point. You just see him take the cane and point towards where you see the outline of the palace, and this whole area narrows down to a point.
Yeah, okay. I get the point.
Maybe you're not the brains of the operation. Well, tell Poppy I said hello. Alms. Alms for the poor. Alms for the poor.
No, we head in that direction, I guess.
Ah, damn it all. Wait. You're lucky you're all friends with Poppy. Damn the code. And you see him hold up something for a moment. You feel around. Fenthwick, your coin purse is not there. He's holding it in his hand.
Thank you. I'll take it back.
That's a expensive coin purse, right? There's like
Yeah, that's over
thousands?
800 gold in that coin purse.
Yeah.
Stupid code. That's it all. Alms for the poor.
Just gave a whole bloody roll.
He's already not paying attention to you guys anymore.
We head off, and I'm clutching my coin purse now.
So you all make your way through the Shadran district, heading closer and closer towards the edge, and further and further south towards and higher up towards the point. When eventually you do reach the walls of the city itself. The walls continue along the cliff edges as well, but you see there are definitely not as well made as the arches that you've seen in the old town walls, but they're functional. And you go through and you see these kind of wooden plankways built along the edge and stairs. And you look down and you see this kind of maze of winding stairways and walkways and these wooden shacks and buildings attached and built along the cliff face itself. Just a single rope along the edge keep people from falling, and stairways. It's just a maze going down. And you see, smoke rising up from the various shacks, and see people walking around on the walkways, and some people just sitting along the edge.
DM, is the crowd thinning? Are there a lot fewer people on the road or on the streets?
As you were getting closer to the edge, there was practically no one along the wall. As you get along, there are people going about. There's not that too many people, though. You see people kind of sitting on the edge, on the planks in front of some buildings, talking. You see a couple of people walking upstairs or down along, but it's not like this place is empty. This place is inhabited with quite a number of people. So you see signs of, life, even though it's at night. It's almost even a bit more lively and rowdy than, I would say, the Shadran district.
So I change it back into human form. I don't have any more wild shapes left, and I cast Pass Without a Trace immediately. Well done thus far. And then I cast Dark Vision twice. Once on myself and once on Hal.
Suppose we start heading down the...
Stepping out onto the wooden plankways, at first you're a bit hesitant. Is this going to hold? And then you realize that people do live here, as rickety and this might look, it should hold. There's no fine construction here. This is bootstrapped and lashed together, and nails stuck from where they can get them and how they could, and it's more function. As long as it holds, as long as it works, doesn't matter. And there's a bit of moss and just raw lumber at times used to support these massive trunks. You're kind of almost wondering how they got all this up here. But you eventually start making your way down one level. And then the first level is just mostly planks heading down to the other levels. You walk along the way, head down to the second level, the third level. You know that the ivory horn is supposed to be on the fifth level down. Can I get perception checks from everybody?
I think I'm going to use luck. It's a 13.
13. Core and Hal, as you kind of are making your way and kind of looking over the side. Core, you're more used to this, right? You grew up on the mountains.
Yep.
You're used to heights. This is nothing for you. So you're almost like walking along the edge, looking around, looking down. Hal, you're doing the same thing, but for the opposite reason. You're used to the wide open tundra, but you look down and you see, and some of these like buildings are staggered. You see on the 5th level, shadowed. Can't really make it out. An outline of what appears to be a halfling about to open the door.
Oh crap. Hal? I can't communicate with Hal that well. You see that?
Over there. Fenthwick, over there.
Good or bad?
The figure's not opening the door. They're walking what appears to be... They're cloaked and appears to be walking towards the door.
And how far are they from us?
They're about 3 levels down.
Really bummed I used all my wild shape.
Maybe like 100 feet down, straight down.
Yeah, it's fine.
So you jump down.
Onto rickety scaffolding? I mean, I'm not worried about core. I'm worried about whatever he lands on.
The halfling.
You're going to jump straight down.
No, I would look at Belladin and say we need to get down there quickly. Should I go?
We think this is Dirge.
We don't know if it's Dirge or it's Poppy, right?
It's probably one of the halflings.
I have no problem with you going down there. We will back you up. We'll get down there as fast as we can. But at the end of the day, I can't change shape. So it's going to be a while before we get down there if you jump by yourself.
Can someone else not fly down there?
I can see this person 100 feet away.
If you want to look over the edge, yeah.
Fine. If I can see down there, I'll cast Bigby's hand down there and attempt to grapple the form. And I have it's a medium or smaller creature, so I have advantage on the check. And the hand's strength is 26. Oh, that's just one.
You cast a spell and reach out. So you reach out and grab this figure and are able to grapple it. What would you all like to do?
Yes, I will go down with core. We'll get down there.
Core, you're going to jump?
Yeah, if it's possible, I'll do my best to try to semi-wall run down to slow my fall a bit, but either way, it doesn't matter too much.
And Belladin, you're flying?
Yeah. Yeah, and
Core, give me an acrobatics check.
All right.
Don't monks have a thing where they just like float down?
Yeah, I have slow fall if I can touch things, but it's all good.
Yeah, this is just more just trying to see where you're going to land.
Yeah, not great.
You actually misjudge it too cautiously and land on the level just above. And as you get ready to jump, Belladin, you fly down.
I can only go down 35 feet because it's my walking distance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you both reach the 2nd level about the same time. You see this figure struggling in Bigby's hand, and the hood of the cloak falls off, and you see this bright red hair in pigtails.
So that's Poppy.
And she looks up at you,
Poppy, is that you?
and she says,
Gee, what a welcome wagon.
"So, Poppy, you've been grappled by this large magical hand, and you're struggling. You look up, and you see Belladin flying down at you. And then this strange half-elf also jumping down from the level above you.
Sorry, we thought you were someone else. I'm gonna wave up to.
Oh, good. Glad I didn't squeeze. I release him. Release, her.
All right, you are no longer grappled, Poppy.
It's just a giant magical hand sitting next to you.
What took you guys so long?
Since when?
What do you mean? It's almost been 3 weeks.
Well, man, we had to go way the hell out in the forest, and there was a dragon.
Well, come on in. Come on. Let's,
Wait, you got Fenthwick, you were shouting this above. You were still at the top level, the 3rd level, with Hal.
Use the hand. Just ride the hand down here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Bring the hand up.
Hal, you look over the side, and Poppy is down there.
Don't be a coward, just jump.
Hal's gonna break into a sprint. Rickety stairs be damned.
And Fenthwick, you would know that when Poppy said it's been 3 weeks for you with your reckoning, it's only been about a week and a half. You break out into a sprint, Hal, and start heading down the stairs. And Fenthwick, what are you doing? You're going to use Bigby's hand?
Yeah, as an elevator.
Belladin's gonna introduce Core in Sylvan. Just say this is our friend Poppy, who we haven't seen in a week and a half. And yeah, she's great. I don't know if she knows Sylvan. Do you know Sylvan, Poppy?
Nope, but I fully understand you.
Oh, right. Right. Been a bit. Core, Poppy, Core.
Much
Hello.
obliged.
Well, Hal will get here soon. I'm sure the stairs will be no issue. I'm gonna move out of the way so I don't get wrapped up in Hal's hug.
Yeah, let me know when I get into grappling distance.
Yeah, you're running down the stairs. You're now on the second level above as Fenthwick is coming down. And I need everyone to give me perception checks.
All right.
Belladin, you
Yes, sir.
see coming along the walkway behind Core, another hooded figure around the same size as Poppy, running actually towards you all. The hood flies back and you see a short, kind of side cut black hair, pitch black eyes, large black beads around their neck and wrapped around her arms, running towards you all. We're going to roll some initiative.
Yeah. Amazing. Oh, side view.
Look at that.
Oh,
Look at little
wow.
Poppy. Oh, that's really cool art.
I guess I'm about 10 feet off of this plank then.
Yeah, you're still. I would say you were still flying, talking to, unless you wanted to go down further. Unless you wanted to land and talk to Poppy.
I'm fine in the air. Thank you.
I figured Belladin would be awkward enough to still talk to someone flying above them.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, he doesn't understand social norms. Short-sighted. So if that one shoots from long range, is that a
That
disadvantage?
double
'Cause
nat
they're-
20s.
That's double nat 20s.
Wow. Hal is so excited.
Ooh.
That's amazing.
I got a nat 20 though too. I rolled a natural 20 as well for Kyonzi, the Dirge.
Looks like you rolled an 18 and she's still just winning.
All right, she is first to go. She is going to.
Wish I was faster. I was going to jokingly take the dodge action to avoid Hal, but it would have been useful.
Right.
She is going to run up to you, Core.
Yep, makes sense.
Out of my way, fool. And multi-attack you.
That's not nice.
At advantage?
Halfling luck.
Oh, dang. That's true. Rolled a natural 1.
It should be a 26 to hit, not a 27. And 21 damage. 21 bludgeoning.
Okay, so 24 damage. Oh my god.
And then I need to make a con save.
Great.
Yeah, you don't take the poison or necrotic unless you fail the con save. Just a heads up.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely did, so that's still 24 total.
Yep.
But I'm immune to poison?
Oh, amazing.
You both. You're immune.
That's cool. So you take 2 less damage and you don't get poisoned. That's really cool.
Take off another 1 damage from that.
All right, 22 total damage. Still not looking great, but yeah. That's just the first one.
She's going to knock you prone because you failed to save. So I guess the second one's at advantage. Take the first damage still, though. Actually, I'll be nice. I'll have you take the second damage.
I need to make another con save for
Yes.
okay, that one I pass.
Yep, so 13 bludgeoning. And you are prone.
Combat tracker's not started, by the way.
Hal, you're up.
All right. I'm going to go 40 feet.
And these are enemies, by the way, Hal, right here.
I'm going to dash.
Oh, jump down. Hal, just jump down.
I know, right? Can I jump down here?
Can certainly try.
I'll do that.
Oh my goodness.
Please don't land on me.
I mean, you're prone. No big deal. You can still make a deck save if he lands in your square.
You can go ahead and give me an acrobatics check, please.
You want to rage first?
No, I'm going to rage as I fall.
Ah, nice midair rage.
Okay, 19. You leap over the side. And this is more about kind of creating a trajectory after you leap off. Because if you just leap off, you might leap too far and go straight down. So this is kind of... So you definitely can go straight down if you'd like.
All right.
Can I use a reaction?
Yes. If you have your reaction. This is not a surprise round, so...
Featherfall on Halbar, just like 5 feet before he hits the ground.
Amazing.
So Halbar, suddenly you feel yourself slow just as you're above the dirge.
And I will, as I'm falling, I'll rage, and I guess I can't just land on them, and I would assume that's my whole movement and everything. All right, that's my turn.
Fentwick, you are floating on Bigby's hand.
So how long have I had Bigby's hand out for?
How long does the spell last?
1 minute.
I would say you still have maybe 2 rounds left.
Okay. Okay, bonus action. Move Bigby's hand 60 feet. Can I just drop it right on top of her?
If that's within 60 feet.
That's 55 feet. I'll hop off.
So are you going there and then walking away? Or are you going to go down to where you are?
More like when we're here, I'll drop off.
Okay, so there, yeah. Because if you're going to go over her and then walk away, she's going to have attack of opportunity.
No. I want to jump off. I want the hand to be free before it gets there. So that was bonus action.
So I would say make an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. Oh, not bad.
15. Yep, you're able to keep your footing.
So for the action, the hand will attempt to grapple. Even better.
She is going to use a legendary resistance.
Goddamn.
The advantage. Oh, she has legendary resistances? Oh, that's horrible. Okay, then I still probably have some movement left, so...
All right, at the end of your turn, Fentwick, she is going to use a legendary action, 2 legendary actions, to make a strike against you, Hal. All right, that's a 25 to hit for 20 bludgeoning, and we'll say 3 poison. All right, make a con save for me.
I'm gonna use a luck, I guess. 14.
14, so you failed, so you're going to take 3 necrotic and 3 poison, and you are poisoned for 2 rounds. And now it is the adept's turn. He is going to jump off and use slow fall. An acrobatics check. He is fine. And then he's going to throw a dart at you, Fentwick. 14.
Misses.
This one is going to run here. Also jump. In acrobatics. Ooh. Oh, halfling luck. He is fine. He's going to throw. I guess you're both pretty far. A dart at disadvantage at you. 13 misses, right?
Yep.
All right, so I'm not even going to roll the second one. That's his turn. At the end of his turn, Kionti is going to use another legendary action to move. Belladin, you're up.
Question about moving through a hostile.
Nimble. Halfling nimbleness. Says any creature, so.
Dylan's gonna move outward, so he's like over the open air. With a bonus action, he's gonna healing word. It's 7 healing to you, Core.
Thank you kindly.
Yep, and then I can still do a cantrip, right? Because bonus action, leveled spell, and then cantrip. Yep. So he's gonna target this feller up here and try and hit him with a thorn whip. 30 to hit.
I would say that hits.
5 damage, and he's pulled 10 feet into the open air. There's like a railing there. I guess like towards me out into the open.
Like that?
Yeah. And that's it. That is my action, bonus action.
Poppy, you're up.
Hopefully that guy falls to his death.
Poppy will take out a whip on Z.
Go ahead and make that attack. Ooh, 25 hits.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that is correct. For 7 points of slashing, she needs to make a con saving throw. That saves, and then also she takes another additional 15 points of damage.
Nice.
So for 22 total. That was her action, bonus action, no. Oh no, she can't do that because I got her whatchamacallit. Then Poppy will move right behind Core and bonus action hide.
Give me that stealth check, please. Natural 20. You seem pretty hidden.
So it's a 33.
Yeah, you feel pretty hidden. Is that the end of your turn, Poppy?
I think so, yes.
Or
I was going to run away to give Hal direct access, but now that Poppy has disappeared, I shall just stand up. Let's just do some regular, just with my fist punching for once. Let's try it out.
oh yeah, Hal, you failed your con save.
Yep.
Yeah, you're gonna be prone as well right now.
Let's see here. A punch. 24 hit.
24 hits.
Let me get a con save. Stunning strike.
You see, do the damage first. 8 damage.
Correct.
The 14.
Yeah, I believe it's a DC 16 for me. Yeah, that fails.
Right, she is stunned. She's gonna use a legendary resistance.
Yeah, burn
Of
him.
course she is.
Burn him.
All right. Let's run it back. Punch number 2.
Oh, natural 18 and max damage.
10 points of damage. And we're going to burn another key point, because why not? You can burn your stuff, I can burn mine. If I can get a second con save.
Con save. 16.
That passes. Screw it. I'm going to use a third. I'm going to use a third key point to flurry of blows. We're just going to keep going. I am not a halfling, so I don't get to just magically crit. But one more try. That doesn't. Wow.
No, she's able. She catches both your fists and growls at you, and you look at her eyes, and they're just pits of blackness.
I can see why my masters warned me about her.
Yeah, you see her. She's wearing these large prayer beads around her neck, and then also there's prayer beads wrapped around both arms over bracers.
Oh my god, does it look like a kung fu movie?
Yes.
Yep.
Well, that's my turn.
It is now her turn.
Just, I want to bring up something though. She used a legendary resistance to get out of a grapple. Legendary resistance is for saving throws. Grappling is an ability check.
Ability check. That's right. You can take an inspiration for that. Damn, she does not like.
I suppose she's not very happy about me at the moment.
No. What does she want to do? Give me a second. She doesn't like you flying up there, Belladin, though.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Ooh.
She kind of puts her hands together and does a few like complicated hand motions, and you see the beads glow. And she points towards you.
Nice.
I'm gonna need to make a con save.
Wow, that's a lot of dice.
What is that nonsense? Oh no.
Yeah, I fail.
Am I within 60 feet? We got a measure here.
Yes, you are.
All right, what level are you doing it at?
Let's see. What do I got here? Oh, geez. Polite. I'll do it at 4th level.
All right, we need you to roll for me.
That's an intelligence check, an arcana check, which is a
Just roll your spell casting. Yeah.
The D20 plus intelligence if that's your spell casting ability.
18.
Yes.
It goes off. So you see this kind of black energy start to coalesce at the point of her fingers, and she points it out towards you, Belladin. At the same moment, Fenswick, you reach out and you feel this white energy spiral out of your hand and unravel the weave of magic coming at the point of her fingertips, and the spell fizzles away, and she grimaces at you all. She's going to use a bonus action to disengage and move back. That is her turn.
I'll stand up. Do I take anything from the poison at the beginning of my turn?
Nope.
Okay.
You should have disadvantage on attacks.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Stand up. Bonus action, second wind. I'm going to let you guys chase her. I can't chase him. So I'll move 20. I'll move 20. Then I'll move using my action. And then I'd like to action surge. And I'll attack this thing recklessly with my hammer. 22 to hit for 13 damage. How wide are these plank thingies?
I'm going to say 5 feet, 5 to 10 feet.
Is it 5 to 10 or is it 5?
I would say on this level 10 because this is a larger structure.
So I would like to use Crusher to move him 5 feet. either off the edge or closer to the edge? I don't know. Is he next to the edge?
No, not right now.
Okay, and then I'm gonna push him off the edge. Yeah, I'm gonna shove him off the edge.
Okay, so before your second thing, he's going to use retaliating strike to unarmed strike you. 19.
19 will hit.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
23.
23. You're good. So you do take 8 bludgeoning damage.
Mm-hmm. I'll use my reaction and reduce it by 8 for all of it.
Yep.
And then I'd like to shove him off the edge.
So that's just athletics, right? We can use acrobatics against shove.
I don't think so. I'm not grappling him.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I would like to push him off the edge.
You see him. He is going to use his reaction to slow fall.
Yep.
Did he use his reaction to retaliatory strike?
Oh, that's right. He did. So he falls to the next level, which is not on the map, but
Oh, so the levels, it's not like just a straight drop from one level to the next. They like pancake or like cake outward down the hill. So there's if you fall, you hit another level down. You don't just fall all the way down.
yeah.
Okay.
50 feet. So that's 5d6, 13 damage.
Probably takes none from. Well, he can't slow fall, can he? That's right.
Nope, he can't. So he is currently off the map, but on another level down there, let's say. I will give him an acrobatic check to see if he can land on his feet. He at least is able to land on his feet. Still takes the damage, but he does like the superhero 3-point land. It's still like, that hurts.
So the guy that just fell off, can I still see him?
If you look over the edge, yeah. You have to move probably 5 feet up towards the edge.
You also have a guy falling on you from above.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
And how far down did he fall?
50 feet.
Okay, then I will drop concentration on Bigby's hand and cast banishment at 5th level on both the other adepts. Since they're both within 60 feet of me.
Amazing.
Wisdom save, right?
Charisma save.
Charisma save. Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh, they're so charismatic. They're the most charismatic assassins.
You never know; they may be very charismatic.
They are not.
They are not, yeah.
One of
Or
them's
they may
a.
just be
Oh, one of them is.
damn lucky.
One of them is one of the guy on top is a blues lounge singer in his off time.
All right, so this guy is banished currently. Is that the end of your turn, Fenwick?
Yeah.
That guy's banished.
So he got pulled 10 feet off of the edge there.
Yep. So he is going to use his reaction to slow fall
Yep.
and gonna throw a dart at you, Poppy.
Does he see Poppy? I guess he does.
Yeah, from that angle.
So he slow falls and throws the dart out. That's a natural 20.
Ooh. Oh, I don't like the name of that.
All right, so Poppy, you are unable to gain hit points until the start of his next turn.
And how much damage?
So he does slow fall. I'm gonna give him an acrobatics check, dexterity saving throw to see if he can grab the ledge here.
I'll grab the ledge as he goes by. Nice.
14 is not gonna do it. So let's slow fall. Takes 3 damage.
Ouch. Oh, plus full fall, yeah.
Oh, look at that. Technically, he's only a level 5 monk.
Involuntary movement caused by you.
Yep. I don't think gravity counts as movement.
Yep. So he's gonna go 30 feet right up there to the top of the stairs, and bonus action dodge.
I look down at Fenthwick and I say, do you think this thing will survive lightning strikes? Or do you think that's a bad idea?
It's the best. It's the best bad idea I've heard all day.
Okay.
Wait, sorry. You know, I keep forgetting legendary.
Oh, yeah.
actions.
Legendary actions. Yeah, go ahead. I also am not going to do that because if these guys are either rogues or monks of a certain level, they have evasion. Right. So I'm not going to do that. But yeah. Go ahead. Do your legendary actions. Ooh, ouch.
All right. You see her once again. She does one motion with one hand this time, and this black energy cascades along the beads on her arm, and you see this kind of ghostly emanation of her own hand fly out towards you, Core, and you get hit with chill touch.
Apparently not. Yeah, I was gonna heal you too, so that's not gonna happen.
All right. So that was at the end of his turn. Now it's your turn, Belladin.
Yeah, that would have been really good, but instead, why not? We'll do this instead. I need a con save from
It's on
Miss.
her turn.
Oh, right. Yep. You know what? She can move with a legendary action out of her turn, right? I'm not gonna put it on her. It's on that monk. On his turn. Shit. I wish I could do more. Yeah, I really don't have much because I used all my bonus actions. I'm gonna move above my companions. That's it.
It's Poppy's turn.
It is Poppy's turn.
Okay, so one, Poppy knows the hideout. Poppy knows all of the exits and entrances to get inside and to leave the hideout. From where Kwanzi is, which direction would be the which entrance would be the fastest for her to get inside? Knowing that Poppy also knows where Marisol is.
So Marisol is in this room up here.
And what's the quickest accessible way for the Dirge to get in?
Probably to climb in through this window. Try to climb in through this window.
30 feet. All right.
All right, where do you want her? Here? All right.
Yeah, just above to do a help action, and then fly off after the help action, helping Poppy.
Okay.
And then for Poppy will do the dash action. I mean the bonus action dash. We'll move right up to the Dirge, and then Poppy will take out. Actually, go here, and Poppy will just use the whip again. But as either interaction, she'll take out her
Okay. The dagger. 22 hits.
22 hits. She needs another con saving throw.
An 11.
Okay, yep.
11. Oh yeah, I forgot. She had the help action on her.
Yep. So we'll roll that advantage.
Take the first one. So she takes 7. I'm sorry. Did she save the
11. She got an 11 on her
11?
con save.
That fails. And if she's not immune, she takes 4 points of poison damage.
You see the whip wrap around her arm, and you see it pull back and a bit of bleeding, and you see the green poison left on from the thorn whip just evaporate in black wisp of smoke. Doesn't seem to affect her.
And she also takes an additional 22 points of damage.
Ooh.
So that's 29 total. Puppy do her bonus action? I don't remember. Yeah, she dashed. Yep, that should be good. She'll probably take a step back. I who should have moved 30 feet away?
Yep. Yeah. Back. You just want to back to where?
Yeah, like above me. Like 10 feet above me. Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you.
She is going to use her reaction, Poppy, to attack you as you go out of her range.
Oh, she has a 10-foot range?
Looks like it. As you see her strike, and you see the black beads once again kind of charge, and you see this kind of echo of energy pulse out from her fist another 5 feet.
Oh, wait a minute.
Mobile. Yeah, that's right. So we'll say she tries to go for it, but you're too quick.
That ends my turn. Sorry.
Core's out of his element.
There's so little that I can do right now. I can't push Poppy out of the way. I guess I can I move through her with this difficult terrain? Is that how it works?
Yep.
Is that enough? I can't really see.
How much movement do you have?
How much movement do you have?
55.
That'd be 55 right there.
Perfect.
You do your arms before though, right? So you don't hit Poppy with the blast.
I can choose to not hit Poppy,
Oh, nice.
but I also haven't done my arms because it's a dex save, so what's the point?
You never know. There's always a chance for a natural 1. Oh, yeah. Natural 2. 2 natural 1s. There could be 2 natural 1s. If there's 2 natural 1s, you still got to take it.
All right, up here then. Yeah, fine. Make your dex save, Kanzi. Let's see how good you are, monk lady. I'll use a key point to bring my astral arms out. That's enough. Yep.
It's only a +5.
That's less than I thought it was going to be. Actually, I don't know why she doesn't have proficiency in it.
Because I didn't mark it off. Thank you for reminding me. So add another
Oh,
2 to that.
All right. I shall try to punch. Wow. What? You know what? I just jump off to my death. What is happening here? Okay. Second punch.
there it is.
Natural 20. She actually like takes your first strike of the astral arm and is actually able to deflect the astral arm itself and move its energy around, but you take the second one just in time and whoosh, smack her. So that is 12 force damage.
Yeah.
12 force damage, and I'll spend a key point to attempt a stunning strike. Not enough.
Oh, she's gonna use her last legendary resistance.
Ooh, last one.
Great. I also only have 5 left, so let's see what happens. She might kill me before then. I will end my turn.
She doesn't like you, Core. She's gonna go monk to monk.
3 strikes. Let's see what she got. It's a lot. She's got a lot. Let's see. So con save for the attack.
Mm-hmm.
Pass that one.
15 bludgeoning, and you take.
Oh, nothing. Yeah, nothing because I passed. Yeah.
Oh no, it's half, but you're immune to poison, and
Half the chronic, yeah, is nothing. Or half of one is. I mean, I think half of one is still one, isn't it? I don't know.
second strike.
Oh,
Oh, great.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
It's a natural 20.
Do I just go down? What happened here? No. Okay, so another con save, I'm assuming.
Yes.
That's enough.
You
Yep.
made it. Okay.
So you take
32.
32 bludgeoning plus
4.
4 necrotic. Oh, you are so lucky you're immune to poison.
I'm down.
Yep.
I had 34. That's 36.
She's gonna strike with her third strike. You're prone. That's that advantage.
I mean, it's an auto hit.
If it hits. No, it's not a crit.
She's 10 feet away.
Oh, that's right. She would move forward.
Yeah.
So that's 2 death saves. And I am way too far away.
And that's gonna be her turn.
Yeah, I'm too far away.
Not bad, monk lady.
I am going to attack this monk next to me. I assume they're next to me.
Yes, they are.
I'm going to do reckless, so it's a regular attack. 12 damage. I'm not raging. That's 14 damage. Excuse me. I will rage my rage.
14 damage. All right.
And I'll move it 5 feet,
Which direction?
whichever direction they're going to fall.
The stairs are more narrow, I would say. So he is going to use his reaction to slow fall and falls 45 feet.
He doesn't move until his turn. He hangs in the air until D&D's weird like that.
Right? Is he casting slow fall? Is slow fall just a thing he can do?
Monk reaction. Yeah.
So yeah, it's a reaction as a monk. Oh, you're gonna counterspell? That's really funny.
That's hilarious.
I guess I'll hit them again.
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh, that's only a 14 this time.
14 misses.
Benthwick's turn.
Well, before he falls away, I'll throw a third level of chromatic orb at him. I think I'll use my inspiration on that one.
Go for it.
A little bit better.
That hits.
Oh, just a bit.
28 points. Fentwick, how does your chromatic orb kill him?
Oh, jeez.
I did a lightning, so it just kind of rips him apart.
But like painlessly, right? Like as least
But painlessly and humanely, despite the horrible scream that he utters. And then I will run towards
Our dying companion.
Yeah, you see as your lightning bolt strikes him, and he says, "I come to you, my lord," and then passes.
See, I did him a favor.
Hey, long death means we get exposition while they fall. Look at that.
Yep. They take a long time to die.
All right, I'm going to use my action to move it 30 feet or 60 feet. I move 35 feet.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, legendary actions, man.
Uh-huh.
Are you going to use your legendary action to kill Core?
Yeah. At the end of your turn, Fentwick, she's going to make an unarmed strike against Core body.
Makes sense.
They're dedicated to death. But she's going to... I send you now to rest. Go in peace. She's going to strike. Still has to hit.
Don't be disrespectful, stupid that one. Yeah,
I wonder if that hits core.
very much. I think so. Yeah. Yep, that definitely hits.
Would you like to say anything?
No, I mean my companions know this is what I was here for. My life was always on borrowed time after they saved me from that cave, so I'm glad I could help them out at least with the last bit of my life.
Poppy, you see the half-elf monk that you've just met. One strike down, and you just see his eyes roll back, and the breath leaves him. All right, Belladin, you can continue your turn.
Well, there's no point in using a healing word, so I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I don't want to drop that. Okay. A Constitution saving throw, please.
That's a 10.
Takes 42 points of necrotic damage. Hopefully she's not immune.
You see her, the veins around her neck and face start to darken a little bit, and you see some like bruises start to appear around. Doesn't have quite as much effect as you had hoped.
Okay. Okay.
Definitely hurt her.
And that because that's an action, I couldn't have moved the moonbeam, so the moonbeam's just useless. And that'll be my turn.
I would say at the end of Belladin's turn, she's going to use a legendary action to move here.
2 is going to move and do another help action, and then Poppy, then out of the way, and then Poppy will this time attack with her dagger. You want her to roll 2s, not
You have
me.
advantage.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
There you go. 8 damage.
8 damage plus
11 sneak attack. Oof.
then Poppy will move there.
Damn your mobility feat.
Did I do my bonus action? No.
No.
Okay, so Poppy will open the door with her interact, hide behind the door. Opens it and then she hides behind it.
She's going to jump down using her slow fall reaction. She would have gone this way. 25 would be over here. And move a bit further back. And you see her once again form her hands in different intricate formations. And the energy charge, this time even greater. Oh, Jesus. Did I really roll that low? Wow. Good for you guys. So I need everyone to make a con save. And you all roll low. Why did I roll so low?
I'm gonna burn luck. See if I can roll better than that.
So you take 16 damage on a fail and 8 damage on a save. That is gonna be her turn, though.
Al's gonna step over, set down his hammer, and draw his longbow and shoot at the Kwanzi. It's a 10, misses,
Misses.
and 22
22 hits.
for 11 piercing. What can I do?
All right. Bentwick.
See how far away are they? 90.
Actually, at the end of your turn, Hal, she's gonna use a legendary action to move further.
We can't even see her anymore.
You can. It's 5 feet more from where she is right here.
Yeah, well, I will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Feet are 95 feet.
Okay, then. Suppose I will just throw a firebolt at her. Pitifully low.
She just moves her head out of the way. You see it fly off into the distance and eventually
Set something lower down on fire.
at the end of her turn, she's going to use the last of her 2 legendary actions to cast Chill Touch on you, though, Fenswick. Make sure 120 feet. Yep.
That will hit.
For 7 necrotic.
Banishment concentration.
Yeah. Yeah, but I made it.
Yeah.
So she used the last of her
Legendary actions, yeah.
move right there. Oh, fuck. So much better. Okay, that's my turn.
You're hiding behind the door right now.
Yeah, if I move up against the wall, can she see me?
Yeah, because you're moving out of the cover of the door.
I don't want to drop. I have to get out my hand crossbow. That's only. No, I'd have to take out my short. And even then, that is away.
She's about 90 feet from you. But she's 5 feet more from there. So
Oh yeah. So it's. I really don't want to. Yeah, might as well. He will cast.
you see Poppy. Well, you don't see Poppy actually, as suddenly she disappears.
And kind of hide behind the stairs. These are. Yeah.
Go
And
for it.
I'll have her hide behind there. Oh wait, no. Oh yeah, bonus action. Yep.
So give me that stealth check. There it is.
You gotta be
fabled
kidding me.
Double nat ones.
Real quick. Wait a minute. I've been thinking something else. Yep. Not until next level.
As your consciousness drifts through this endless gray mist, you start to see this bright light. And it starts to coalesce into what looks almost like a gate. You need to make a wisdom saving throw for me. You feel your consciousness being pulled towards this gate before suddenly you feel this tug on your essence. And in your mind's eye, you see these flashes of 2 eyes. Large, almost reptilian, but one almost of pure black and shadow, and one of pure light. Hyun Z at the start of her turn is going to make what save? Con?
Gone.
That's a 14.
That's a fail. Yeah. 17 points of radiant damage. Let's see if she's resilient to this.
Takes the full amount of that.
Nice.
You see her snarling, looking around at all of you. May you all live forever. I'll be back. She pulls out a scroll, pulls it open, reads from it, and in a flash of crackling dark energy.
Okay. You want to kill that other guy?
Yeah, once he comes back, I mean, somebody needs to either
How?
bring back. I'll run forward since they disappeared, and then I'll say like somebody needs to like do what you did to me to Core.
Would it be Belladin? I can't do it.
Not my turn.
Fentwick, do you skip your turn?
I'll move over towards Core.
Paladin, here you go.
I move, and then I cast Revivify.
All right, so whoever has the diamonds, you got. I'm not gonna
I got him.
micromanage. You have them. All right,
Got him.
so you pull them out.
Pull out my stones.
Yep. Would you like to describe your revivify?
As Belladin lands, he kind of sets his staff against the building there, and he takes both hands above Core's still form and places the diamonds on his chest, and just starts concentrating, and his hands above Core, and the air around Core starts to thicken, and Core's kind of picked up off the ground a little bit as the air thickens and holds him, and I imagine the diamonds evaporate as the magic
Yep.
continues through, and hopefully not completely healing his wounds, but hopefully bringing him back to life.
Core, at the same time, suddenly, as these eyes flash before you, suddenly you feel another tug on your essence. This time, you know the source. It is your friends calling you back. I always forget this about resurrection. It's the soul's choice.
Yep.
Who revivifies the soul's choice then?
I think any resurrection, right?
Mhm.
Any bringing back of the dead other than like a animate dead or something.
No, it just comes back with Revivify.
Oh, because it's
Yeah.
within a minute.
Within a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just get pulled back.
Yeah, you just get pulled back. So whether you want to or not, you feel yourself being pulled back into your body.
No, cool lizard eyes.
Core, you see Core's eyes open. Core, I need you to note down that you have 1 death.